I forgot something. God damn it, Mark. Not yet. That's okay. Well, I'm here. We are live. I forgot something. I forgot a technical thing, and I hate when I do that. Don't you hate when you do that? Welcome to Mark Alyn Cooks Your Dinner. I am Mark Alyn, and I'm going to start with the wine. When I forget something, I really get upset. We'll come back and talk about that in just a few moments. Right now, sit back, relax. We're going to make your dinner with a friend of mine of over 50 years. I've known him longer than I've known my wife, Carol. Here we go. Thank you, Carol. You did a great job at that. We're going to do an Israeli dish today, and it's a dish that, well, we'll find out more about it. This is a friend of mine. I'm going to bring him up in just a second. That we went to film school together. We produced a show. Go ahead and bring Effie in. His name is Ephraim Lubliner. We call him Effie. Go ahead. There it is. Hey, Effie. Oh, you got to unmute him. There you go. Now you can say hi, Effie.
Now I can say hello, Mark. How are you?
I am fine. Hey, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure. Are you kidding? You know how many years since we've done the last show?
I know. I was thinking about. So, listen, we should go back and
82. That's 40 years ago.
Oh my God.
82. Remember, we started in the 72.
We did the show for over. We did the show for over almost 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
And here's what we did. I have to tell everybody that after the show, we would go to a place called Tommy's, which is
my God.
Southern California chili burger place. And we would eat 2 of them. And now it looks like they've eaten 2 of us. You know?
You know, the best part about Tommy's now, that you don't have to have the hamburger. It doesn't matter anymore. You just go for a chili boat.
Oh, got it. Yes, I've done that too. We have
extra
one not
pickles,
far from us
extra
now.
onions, extra tomatoes,
extra
what
pickles,
a mess.
extra pickles.
A mess, yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, it's just it's a great hamburger. I wonder if we can get them to cook with us. Well, we'll try. You know, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have somebody from one of the founders of Poquito Mas, which is a fresh Mexican chain. We're going to be doing something with mushrooms. Next week, we're going to do something with a friend of mine, Gary Stewart. He's a vegan vegetarian, but he's going to cook a fish with pesto sauce. We have somebody with mushrooms. We're going to go to New York, and we're going to have the head bartender of Hamilton, and he's going to make drinks for us. Okay, and so I'm really excited about that. And I've seen the screen movie of Hamilton, but I haven't seen Hamilton live. Effie,
oh my God! You must go see Hamilton.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been to New York. I go to DC instead. Effie is wearing a T-shirt, International Film Showcase. We have their website up. We invite you to join and take a look at that. If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, north of San Francisco, this is something that's been going on for a number of years. And during our cooking right now, Effie will tell us more about that. Tell us about Shakshuka. Say it, Effie.
Shakshuka.
Shakshuka. And
not Shaq O'Neal, no basketball. But the word leshakshek in Hebrew means to shake, to
Ah,
move around. And if you think about what you're about to do, it is kind of a
yeah, you
mishmash
shake
of
it up.
things.
Well,
Yeah.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with this. This is just a simple red pepper, and I'm gonna cut it up. And I was gonna do this before, um, and I wanted to show people something. And uh, this here, okay, this white, you don't want that in there, so you take it out. I've really chopped everything else that we're going to use today like that. If you have comments about what we're doing, let us know. Carol, let me know. I'll try to see them on screen too. Hey, Gene. I was thinking about you and Don the other day, Gene, because I heard a radio program from 1940s about Roland Heights. I wanted you to hear it. Anyway, I'm going to chop this, and this is a rough chop. It doesn't have to be fine. This is actually an egg dish. And what do I mean by an egg dish? We're going to actually make eggs in this. It's a tomato base, and we have a vegan option. We try to eat vegetarian or vegan at least once a week, maybe once every other week. It's healthy. Are you still a meat eater, Effie?
I'm with you. I'm listening.
Yeah, but you eat. Are you a meat eater still?
Very little,
Right.
over the years, less and less meat, except if I come to LA and go to Tommy's.
Of course. When you come down to LA, we'll go to Tommy's. Okay, what I'm going to do is I lost my towel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the stove and we're going to start. I mentioned a vegan option. Because this is an egg dish, this is usually made in the morning. But over the years, it's become lunch, dinner, and you can make a salad with it. We're going to have tonight, I'm going to make a mustard green salad. Mustard greens are not only healthy, they taste good. And do you ever eat mustard greens, Effie?
Mustard greens, no.
They're great. It's spicy lettuce.
Hmm. I
Spicy
love
lettuce.
spicy. I
Spicy
love
lettuce.
spicy. Yeah.
I remembered. Okay, so we're going to heat the oil up. And the idea is to make it's not a soup. It's got to be thick, but not too thick. And what we'll do is we'll make this sauce, and then I'm going to make dents in the sauce and put in eggs. If you're a vegan, you can buy uh, egg substitutes. I found one yesterday at Whole Foods. I was looking at the ingredients, and it was actually manufactured at a place that produces eggs. So I wouldn't get that one, and I didn't take the name down. I mean, that's like, have you tried an Impossible Burger,
Yes, I
Effie?
did.
Right? So
Yes.
my problem is if I was a vegan and they put it on the same grill that everything else is cooked on. What'd you think of the Impossible Burger? Would you eat it again?
It's good, but if I'm already going to have a burger, let it be burger.
Yeah, exactly. And it's $4 more than a regular burger. Okay. We have over here a sweet onion, and I've chopped this. Now, what do I mean by a sweet onion? Oh, there. Uh, I forgot which camera I was on. This is actually, it's got a taste of sweet, and it's something that I like rather than a regular yellow onion. We're going to put that in.
What kind, Mark? I grow my own Walla Walla onions, which are from Washington, and they are sweet onions and they are fantastic.
Are they flat rather than round?
No, they are round just like a regular look. They look like a regular onion, but
Huh.
they are sweet. They are delicious. I grew this year a bunch of them because I eat onions all the time.
Well, next year I want at least one artichoke. I love
Artichokes,
artichokes.
that's in the spring, my friend. That's in the spring.
It's not that far away. The older I get, the faster it goes. I just added,
As long as we stay healthy.
yes, exactly. I just added about 5 cloves of crushed garlic. I'm going to let that, oh, does that smell good?
Jean agrees with that beef. She wants a real healthy.
Oh, what, all these years you've heard about Effie? Nice to see who you are. Jean was one of my production assistants, producers, years ago. And I'm trying to get her to come out of retirement. She won't do it. Do you know what this is, Effie?
Looks like a pepper to me.
It is. This is a Fresno pepper, and you should be growing these. They're
I can give
hot.
it a shot next year.
They're really good. There's a touch of sweet to them too. Um, I grew I grew the baby. This one I bought at the store. It was 28 cents, and it's organic. This is also organic. All right, let's put that in. This smells so good. One of the interesting things about the Fresno pepper, it grows like this, green, and then at the end, as it turns red, it actually turns around. It's
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's almost overnight. It's it's freaky, but that's what happens. All right.
And is that a sign for you to chop them? Is this the sign when they're ready to eat?
Yes, when they're red and turned over.
Turned over, time to pick up.
Yes. I have some oil cured olives here. This is my addition to shakshuka. It's I've chopped them, I pitted them, and I'm throwing that in. The reason I did this is because a lot of recipes are very bland, and I'm not a bland kind of a guy. What else do I need here? Oh, we're going to throw in these peppers. This is red pepper. This is sweet bell pepper. As much as I can, we also cook organic, and I'm sure that Effie's garden is organic, if I remember correctly.
You better believe it. You better
Okay.
believe it, including my olives that I cure for about 8 months with no lie, just natural.
Wow. How many tomatoes did you get this year? I
Woof.
got 4.
Oh my God. No, I got, first of all, I have 5 plants. And of the 5 plants, each one quantities. It's really, I use it all the time. I eat a lot of tomatoes, I eat a lot of cucumbers. It's all fresh from my garden.
That's the way it should be. All right, we're sautéing this. Tell us about the International Film Showcase. I may interrupt you as we add more ingredients.
No problem. We started about 11 years ago because we used to go, a bunch of us, to the Palm Spring Film Festival, come back home and tell friends, hey, you know something? When movie XYZ comes to town, you must see it. It's fantastic. And they never came. So we decided to do something about it. And we started showing once a month a different movie from a different country. Many times we were the first one in USA showing it as a commercial feature. Yes, it did show here and there at festivals, but not as a commercial feature. We went to 3 theaters basically, and we played this movie for at least 1 week. And then, if people liked it, if the theater made money, fantastic. I was not in it for the money. I was in it only for one thing only, to
You like
promote
to see?
international films. International film, promoting international films. And by the way, if any of you listeners want to go online, I have a hint for them. If they go to my website and they scroll down to the history link, they can see over 100 titles, which some of which they should be able to pick up. Maybe not on Netflix, but on other services and online. And I guarantee you they would love those films. over 100 by now. It's almost
Wow.
120.
I want to ask you about film because I have a feeling about film. I'm adding some tomatoes right now, and these are an Italian tomato.
You forgot to mention the sweet tomato
I can't hold on one second. Okay. By the way, this is the last. This tomato. This is my last tomato,
Oh my
and
God.
I know. And the other one, I've got it in a tent and covered. Half of it got eaten by something or somebody. Okay. So we have that in there. And now I'm also going to add in some, whoops, tomato paste. And the tomato paste adds not only color, but a lot of flavor. And I'm going to turn this down. Can you hear the sizzling, Effie?
I can hear the sizzling and I'm getting hungry.
Mm. You were telling me a little bit about this dish. It's you and I are Eastern European Jews, all
Well,
right,
descendants of.
and we're from. Well, my grandparents on my father's side were from Poland, and different parts of Russia, Romania on my mom's. I think both your parents were from. No, your father was from
Both of
Poland.
them were born in Poland. Both were born in Poland, but my mother came in 1923 to Israel with her family. She was 3 years old
Ah,
when she came to Israel in 1923.
what? Oh, I just added smoked paprika to our mixture here. Smoked paprika is one of my favorites. It's very common in Spain. And I'm going to add now some ground cumin. And on on YouTube, there'll be a whole recipe, and I always tell people season to taste. This is going to be a little spicy.
See, but the cumin make it really taste Eastern Europe, Eastern, Israeli, Arabic, whatever. Cumin is a very popular item to put in hummus, whatever. It makes it taste like it's from the old country.
One of the last times I saw you, you made fresh hummus,
I did.
right? Do you make baba ganoush as well, or not?
No, but hummus I do. Hummus I do from scratch. In other words, we from the beans overnight to in water, you know,
Oh,
cooking the whole shebang. The whole shebang. We put it in, but always cumin in it,
always. And
always.
a lot of Middle Eastern places, and they're like on every corner down here in Southern California. I don't remember one that adds cumin to it.
I don't know why, because I think it's fantastic. It gives a flavor and a smell
Mm.
which is incredible, and of course a lot of garlic in the hummus.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to add a little bit more cumin. I'm going to send you a bunch of this, right? There we
You
go.
probably will be eating it tonight, man.
Hey, we're eating this now. I'm going to add a splash of wine. This is a Spanish wine. It's a light red, very inexpensive, under $10 a bottle. I bought it at Total Wine, and yeah, it's a good table wine. We don't drink every night, but once in a while we'll open a bottle of this. Now I just put a splash in.
Mark, tell the audience how high to leave the fire, because
Uh,
so they don't burn it.
I'm going to ask you to repeat that, please.
how how high is the fire?
I
Because
started it
people, they may burn it if they do it too high.
right. It's Carol is telling me to turn it down. It's at a medium heat right now. It's on a medium heat, and
Yeah.
it's almost ready. We'll let it go for just one more minute. I've got 4 eggs to put in to cook, and it cooks right there inside. Do you like hard yolks or runny yolks?
Yolks I like running. The white I like hard.
Yes, which is sometimes hard to do. Um,
I know.
yeah. Uh, uh,
You
growing up,
started to say earlier, Mark. You started to say earlier where is shakshuka. Shakshuka comes from mostly Eastern people from the Eastern world. When I say Eastern, I didn't mean East like China. I mean I mean from Arab countries, from Morocco, from Algeria, from Yemen. Those are the places that shakshuka in the Middle East is very very popular, not from Ashkenazic or Eastern European, where most
right.
of our parents came from. You know, so
But did you
that's
know what I found out? My grandparents, on my father's side, immigrated from Poland in about 1918, 1917 to Argentina.
makes sense. Many did.
Right.
Many people did. Some of my family went to Argentina too.
Did they? And then they came up. They in the 18, in that time period here in the US, there was a moratorium, we'll call it, and Eastern Europeans, especially Eastern European Jews, were not allowed into the country.
So you
And
know what my family did? They went from Argentina to Canada.
ah, and
They couldn't
Carol's,
get into the US.
yeah, and then they walked across the border.
No, they stayed in Montreal.
Carol's father is from Montreal.
I may have known the family.
Yeah, could be. All right, we're almost ready here. All right, what I'm gonna, Denise, thank you for watching. I know you were busy. We had a lot of people say they're going to watch today. I'm going to take an egg, and we've been buying these eggs. You don't have chickens, do you, Effie?
No, thank God, no, no. I cannot
No.
take. My God, I will never be able to get out of the house if I have livestock. As it is, it's a problem with the dog.
Got it. Well, we at one point we lived not far from a place called Egg City. It was the largest egg producer, and they closed up. They weren't very nice to the chickens. But these are cage-free chicken eggs, and they're brown, and they're a little. They're big. So, Carol, should I make 2 right now?
Yeah.
All right. So, what you do?
You should come up, up here and go to Petaluma.
Yeah.
That's where you have chicken galore.
All right. I'm going to push this together here, and I'm going to make a little hole. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit. And are we over? Yeah. Here's one. I broke the yolk. Oh, well. And we'll do another one. Effie, I wish you were here for dinner.
My God, me too.
There we go. So I had a question. While our eggs are, my egg broke. Carol's egg did not break.
Make another one.
Make
Put a
another
third
one.
one in.
No, this is fine. We'll do the rest.
All right. She said to do, we know who the executive producer of this show is. Okay. I'm going to cover this just for a moment or two, and the eggs will solidify. I have a question about movies, about film. And the question is, I watch a movie to escape. I don't want to learn. I know that sounds terrible. Um, I do watch some movies with a message, but I prefer romantic comedies because my life is a romantic comedy. I mean, I've been married to Carol for many years. Um, do you like all kinds of movies?
I do, and let me tell you something about comedy since you brought up the subject. The toughest part for me over 11 years is to find some really good, not stupid comedies. Because most of the stuff coming from Hollywood is dumb, really dumb.
Oh, it's
There are
yeah,
some really dumb. Here's a movie I will give you friends a hint right now. It's coming right now out. It's probably will be Germany's submission for the Oscar this year,
oh,
probably, and it's called "I'm Your Man." And believe it or not, what it is, it's a story of a robot which acts, behave, and knows everything like a human being. And he is then implanted with a woman for 3 weeks by himself with her. And you can imagine what's happening.
oh my.
Incredibly beautiful movie, funny, poignant, very well done, and I'm almost 99% sure will be submitted for the Germany entrance for the Oscars. So if anybody goes, in your neighborhood, probably the Lemley theaters, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly from Los Angeles, they
Gee,
probably will be there. I'm your man. And I don't make any money on these guys. I'm not making any money. I'm
oh,
not pushing
yeah,
it.
right. It's an international film showcase. It's nonprofit.
Non-profit, but no, it's not for me. I'm just saying because I just saw the movie and we are going to try to bring it either in December or in January.
Interesting. We have an art theater. Gene Roland lives in Camarillo. There's a small theater there, and we used to call them art theaters. And there's another one in where is that? Westlake? I think there's one in Westlake. Oh,
I think I
uh,
remember in Westlake, in the village over there. I remember.
yeah,
Yeah, I
little
remember that.
tiny. I think there's two screens in there, maybe three. I think
Yes.
it's two screens. All right, let's see how we're doing over here. Ah, it's perfect. Okay. And I'm going to turn this off. Actually, it needs to cook a little bit longer. Turn it up. There. The yolk is really nice. You can see that, but the white still needs to cook. And you mix it up with the sauce. There is a restaurant in Tel Aviv, and that's all they do. Different kinds of shakshuka, and it's I've read reviews. It's very popular um, uh, in um, in Tel Aviv.
Not
Has
surprised. Not surprised. Probably with the pita bread.
yes, and Effie, did during COVID, did you have to not show films?
No. We did it virtually for a while, and
Ah,
then I really didn't like it. Let me tell you something. You know this. I don't have to tell you that, Mark. Watching a movie in theater versus watching it at home on a TV, it's not the same. It's not the same. It really is not. It's not the same experience. Especially comedy. You said you like comedy. Well, you're
yes,
gonna sit at home and laugh at yourself. When you're in a theater, you join other people in laughing, and it's kind of like a group event,
right.
especially comedies. But I really did not enjoy it, so I stopped for a few months. And right now in April, we came back and we are showing it in theater. As of today, believe it or not, in our area, you cannot go into the theater without showing proof of vaccination. I love
Wow,
it. You
I think
cannot
that's
go
great.
only must show vaccination or you don't go in. As a matter of fact, you still have to wear the masks inside the
Right.
theater unless you eat popcorn. But generally speaking, people without vaccination will not be allowed in.
I
I
think
think it's
that's,
fantastic.
yeah, I do. I think that's a great thing. All right, I'm covering this up and getting the egg to cook a little bit faster. We're almost done.
Oh, what a dish you're gonna have tonight!
Oh, and you know what the best part is, Effie? I don't have to do the cleanup.
All ready to rock and roll. Just need a couple of pieces of you see, that's what's good about pita bread. You can even dip the pita in the dish. Just dip the pita in the dish.
So we have some pita. This is made
I know
locally,
that. There you go.
right? You can do this with sourdough bread, but if you really want to do it right, you want to do it with pita. And I just
I
rip it
agree.
apart, right?
I agree. That's the way to do it.
All right, I'm taking this out, taking one egg out. And Effie, this is my favorite part of the show because I like my own cooking. And now I taste it. Now, when we first started this, I made a mistake. And what the mistake was, I just dove into this and then I had to do I burned my mouth dance.
Oh my, it's too hot. Yeah.
Too hot. So I'm going to, oh, the cumin. And as you can see, I'm eating too much of my own cooking. All right, here we go. Oh, I could eat this a lot. And it's cheap. It's very healthy. Again, if you're a vegan and you don't eat eggs, you can use any of the egg substitutes. Put it into that little gully that you make, and cover it up, and it will solidify. It's like, and scramble it in there a little bit. Let's try this again. Oh,
Mark, I have a question.
sure.
Don't you think that it will be just fantastic if you add to it some crumbled feta cheese?
There are, yes, um, and that would be really good. Some people put feta cheese on it. They put blue. Do you like blue cheese?
Yeah, blue cheese too. Any cheese will
Yeah,
be fantastic with this dish.
and it's this is really nice. Most of the recipes are very bland. This is not. This has a lot of flavor. The cumin is amazing. Here, I'll hold that up. It really is. And the yolk, here's the yolk. It's it's not runny, which I would have liked, but the white didn't solidify. Well, I know what I'm having for dinner. Effie, thank you. Any last words about the International Film Showcase?
No, I hope people will enjoy movies soon in theaters because that's the way they were intended to be made for, not on your little TV at home. Even if you have a large TV, it's a day and night difference experience when you see it in theaters. And if they want any advice regarding international movies, simply go to my website.
That's uh, that's an invitation, everybody. Go to the website, and you can ask questions. I was on there the other day. That's how I. No, that's not how I found Effie. But Effie, thank you very much. Say hello to Shura and the family, and we
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much for inviting me and just have a wonderful meal tonight. I know you will. I'm really jealous. I cannot even smell it.
No, it smells. Carol, how does it smell? I can't. I didn't. I don't know what she said. I think she said good.
All
Um,
right.
and we're going to have as I said, a mustard green salad with this. Everybody, thank you very
Enjoy.
much. Next week, Gary Stewart will be here. Gary is a constellation healer, and we'll be talking about that as he makes a sauteed fish with pesto sauce and broccoli. So I'm looking forward to that. Effie, thank you. Say hello to everybody. We'll
Sure,
talk.
same here. Hello to the family, please. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Hold on a second. I'm Mark Alyn. Thank you very much, Carol. You did a great job. As always, we really appreciate it. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye bye for now.